Hello everybody, welcome to game 45 in the Washington Nationals replay. This is game 2 of the 3-game series against the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs won previous game 5-4, and so the Nationals looking to try to even the series, and they'll be doing so sending Stephen Strasburg to the mound, and his mound opponent will be John Lester. Let's look at the starting line. First of all, look at the standings after the last game. The Nationals now lead the Braves by 2.5 in the East, 26-18 versus 21-21, or 24-21. Philadelphia is 3 games back at 23-21. The Mets are 3.5 back at 22-21, and then Miami way back. So it's really a tight 4-team pack right here. Let's look at the starting lineups for the Cubbies. It'll be Schwarber in left, Bryan in right, Rizzo at first, Baez at short, Contreras catching, Hayward in center, Russell second, David Bodie at third, and John Lester on the mound. Let's see if I need to raise this up a bit. Maybe. To make sure this all fits. Okay. Let's look at the stats so far for Stephen Strasburg on the season. He has a losing record, 3-4. That has more to do with run support than anything else and a bad bullpen. He's 3-4 with a 2.67 ERA, 60 2/3 innings, only 40 hits, 24 runs, but only 18 of those were earned, 16 walks and 72 strikeouts. So obviously he has deserved a much better fate than what he's been given right now. And we'll see if his fortunes turn around in this game. Defensively for the Nationals, we got Soto in left, Taylor in center, Eaton in right, Rendon at third, Turner at short, Dozier at second, Kendrick at first, Gomes behind the plate, and Strasburg on the mound. As we are set to get game 45 underway. Get myself just a little bit more room to fit everything. I believe that will fit better now. Okay. So Kyle Schwarber will lead things off on this replay. Struggling a bit, 177, 5 homers, 15 driven in. And once again, I have the game on the Stratomatic computer to type in as we go. That way all the stats will be kept up to date and I can see what's going on. All right, so Kyle Schwarber against Stephen Strasburg. 4-5, and that's the ballpark card going to Nationals Park on the very first at bat. 5-2, that's a double to center field. Kyle Schwarber says, what do you mean struggling? Just doubled. Well, you're still hitting about $180, so you're still struggling. No matter what they say. All right, Chris Bryant, the batter. Bryant entering the game. 278, 11 homers, 29 driven in. Chance for 1 pickoff chance on Strasburg, so we'll give it a go. No pickoff. Bryant facing the offering of Strasburg. 2-1, strikeout plus, and he got him. So Strasburg coming back with a big strikeout there without any runner advancement. And that brings up Anthony Rizzo. He's hitting .333, 8 homers and 27 driven in. Again, checking the strategy roll. Nothing happening. Strasburg to Rizzo. 5-5's potential error on a throw. And that's bad news with a 2 there. 5-5, but it's a fly to center, so there may not be a throw. We'll see. Robles makes the catch. Schwarber is only a base running of 1, so he cannot go to third base or not attempt to go to third base. So there's going to be no error on a throw after all. And it's a good thing because with that being a 2 there, that would have been an error on Michael Taylor, but they were able to avoid that. So there's 2 down, and Javi Baez is the batter as Strasburg tries to pitch around this leadoff double. Baez, 285 hitter, 11 homers, and 34 runs driven in. Again, strategy roll for a pickoff, but nothing happening. Strasburg to Baez. 1-1, strikeout plus, and he got him. So how about that? Strasburg bows up and pitches around all that mess. That leadoff double came to nothing. And we go to the bottom of the first. Cubs nothing. Nationals coming to bat. And the left-hander Jon Lester will be on the mound. Let's look at the Nationals starting lineup. And it's going to be Turner at short, hitting first, Eaton batting second, followed by Rendon and Kendrick. Soto in left, Dozier, Gomes, Taylor, and Strasburg. And on the replay, that's done by Stratomatic on the computer, Jon Lester, 3-1 with a 4.11 ERA, 46 innings pitched, 57 hits, 21 runs they were earned, 12 walks, and 44 strikeouts. Okay, so leading things off will be Trey Turner. He's hitting .333, no homers, and 3 runs driven in. Lester 5-4. That's the ballpark card going to Nationals Park. Turner 6-2. He's going to ground it to first. Rizzo is there. 1 away. So Turner is out of there. Brings up the left-hander Adam Eaton, right fielder. And he will be facing the lefty Lester. Eaton enters the game .273, 6 homers, 28 driven in. Lester 2-2, strikeout chance, but 20 is too high. Go to Eaton, 3-6. He's going to fly to right. That's out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down. Brings us to Anthony Rendon. He's hitting .308, 8 homers, 20 driven in. 2-2 for Lester. Strikeout chance, 8 is too high. So Rendon swings. 1-4. He's going to pop it up to second. And Russell is there. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Jon Lester. And we go to the second inning. No score from Nats Park. Wilson Contreras, the leadoff man for the Cubs. It'll be Contreras, Hayward, and Russell against Strasburg. Contreras, .297, 11 homers, and 34 driven in. 6-6, that's a straight-up home run chance on Strasburg. He's a 15, that's a 1. It is gone. Contreras just crushed that one. Crushed that one out to left field. Home run number 12 for Wilson Contreras, and the Cubs lead it 1-0. So that's the dangerous 6-6 spot on Strasburg's card, and he found it. That'll bring up Hayward. He's hitting .254, 4 homers, and 21 driven in. 5-1's a walk plus. He walks at a 12. The plus is a 22. That's a 1 for 23. So even though that's a 20, it will still be a walk. So Wilson Contreras with a walk. And let's see. I'm sorry, not Contreras, Hayward. He's got an attempt of 1. +1 from Strasburg gives him an attempt of 2, but there's no jump there. Here's Russell. Russell hitting .385, 1 homer and 7 driven in limited duty. 1-4, and against a right-hander, that's a blank. Go to Russell's card, 1-2, and against a right-hander, that's a split chance, single pass second for Addison Russell. He continues his hot hitting as he singles, and going to third on the play is Hayward. He runs at a 4. That's easily allows him to get from first to third on that base hit past second base. So runners are at the corners now with nobody out. Strasburg in early trouble. Attempt rating of 2 for Addison Russell. Can't get the jump. Here's Bodie. Now, they're going to play the infield back for their traditional double play because they need outs. They'll give up the run to get an out, or to get 2 outs rather. Well, Suadice will re-roll that. 1-6, that's a strikeout chance. 15, though, is too high. Here's Bodie. 5-3, that's a single to right field, so didn't matter about playing the infield in. Hayward will score easily. Let's check Russell's runner advancement on the single to right. He's a 4. And when you single to right field to go to third, you add 2. Makes him a 6. Eaton is a -2, makes him a 4. So 1-4 and he will make it to third base. He does not. He's got a hold. So Russell will stop at second base. So Eaton's good arm made him put the brakes on. But the run does score. And now it is 2-0 Cubs. For the pitcher, John Lester. Not a good hitter and not a good bunter. So he's pretty much in bad shape all the way around. 19 does call for the bunt. But you know what? They're going to have him swing away. Strasburg, 6-2, strikeout plus. It doesn't matter. He's out of there. One down, so Lester out on strikes. For the Cubs, no big deal. They just didn't want to have a double play. So here's Schwarber. He doubled his first chance. Strasburg, 3-4. That's a strikeout plus chance, so he gets him on a strikeout. So Strasburg trying to come back. He's got 2 strikeouts in a row, but he's still got to deal with Chris Bryant. Tough hitter. Strategy roll. Nothing happening. Strasburg to Bryant. 4-3. That's a strikeout chance, but 15 is too high. 6-6. Grounder to third. That's going to end the inning. So after giving up 4 base runners right away, Strasburg stems the tide and keeps it to just 2 runs. And it is a 2-0 ball game as we go to the bottom of the second for the Cubs. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and they left 2 on base. So bottom of the second we go 2-0. They've given John Lester a 2-0 lead to work with. And he's going to be starting out facing Howie Kendrick, the first baseman. Kendrick hitting .308, 8 homers and 20 driven in. I'm sorry, I was looking at Rendon. Kendrick .301, 7 homers, 25 driven in. Lester 4-2, that's a strikeout chance. 9 is too high. Go to Kendrick, 5-5, he's going to ground to short. Baez is right there, 1 away. 1 down, and that sends us to Juan Soto. He's hitting .282, 10 homers and 30 driven in. 4-1, that's the ballpark card. We're going to Juan Soto, or going to Nationals Park for Juan Soto. 2-4 is a star 2, which is a ground ball to third. And Bodie is right there on the Johnny on the spot. 2 down for Brian Dozier. 253, 5 homers, 14 driven in. 6-6 strikeout chance, 13 is too much. Go to Dozier, 6-3, ground ball to third, and Bodie is there again. So 3 easy ground outs by John Lester. Takes care of the Nationals nice and tidy here in the second. Go to the third, still 2-0 Cubs. Strasburg back out, hoping for a better inning than he had last inning, that's for sure. He's going to deal with, oops, I don't know how Contreras got up there. Going to deal with Rizzo, Baez, and Contreras. Sure I got them in the right order. Rizzo to lead it off, fly to center his first chance. 5-5 is a possible error on a throw. Rizzo 5-4. That's a single pass second. No throw to worry about. Single pass second. So Rizzo's aboard. And his attempt is a 1. +1 from Strasburg is a 2, but nothing happening. Here's Baez. 5-6 strikeout chance, got him. So 1 away. Seems like whenever Strasburg gets in trouble, he tries to rely back on the strikeout pitch. Again, strategy roll of 2, but that's a 20, so it's a chance for a pickoff if we get a 1. Nope, no pickoff. All right, Strasburg to Contreras. 5-4, strikeout chance, 13, too high. 6-2, ground ball to third, could be a double play. His double play rating is a 1. Nothing from Strasburg, they're halfway, makes it a 2. Nothing on the pivot. 1-2 for a double play. And they don't turn it. But the 5 is going to exceed Rizzo's run rating, so it is going to be a fielder's choice, 5-4. As Rendon throws to second. to retire the lead runner, Rizzo. And now the lead runner is Contreras. He's got also an attempt of 1. And he's going to steal, or at least get a chance, because he's got the attempt of 1. So he found the attempt. Doesn't steal very often, though. His stolen base is only a 7. He only stole 1 base all season. Gomes is a -1, +1 from Strasburg. So it'll be a 1 to 7. So I don't think they're going to go for that. They're going to do the old Hall & Oates. I can't go for that. And they're going to let it play out with Jason Hayward. 2-6 struck him, or strikeout chance, but too high. Go to Hayward. 4-6. He's going to single pass short. Don't know if Contreras can get to third or not. He is a 3 base running rating. With 2 outs, it becomes a 4. To get from first to third on the S6, you got to have a 5. So he will have to hold at second base. But the inning continues on the base hit from Jason Hayward. That sends us to Addison Russell. Singled his first trip. Strategy roll, nothing happening. Strasburg to Russell, 1-3, blank to a right-hander. Go to Russell, 6-2. Star 1 is going to be a ground ball to Rendon at third to end the inning. So nothing doing there for the Cubbies, as they end up getting no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the third, still 2-0 Cubs, and due up for the Nationals, the bottom of the order, Gomes, Taylor, and Strasburg. Gomes catching for the first time in a few games since Suzuki has caught the last couple of games. Gomes is in there hitting .269, 4 homers, 14 driven in. 3-5 is a strikeout. 3-5 is a walk plus chance. So it's a leadoff walk to Gomes. Big difference between a strikeout and a walk plus. So Gomes is aboard. He's got an attempt of 1. See if he can get a jump. He cannot, but it's a 20, but there's no pickoff or anything for Lester. As I remember, Lester kind of had a phobia for throwing to first base, trying to pick people off. So let's see, Taylor, the batter, hitting .157, no homers and 1 driven in. 3-5 is another walk plus. So back-to-back walks by Lester. An interesting way to start the inning. Brings up the pitcher, Strasburg, is a very good bunter at a 4. So he's definitely looking to bunt. Lester pitched first of all, 4-5, and that's a strikeout chance, but you cut this in half, makes that a 7.5, which you trim down to a 7. 20 is way above that, so there's not going to be a strikeout. Strasburg will get the bunt. He is a 4 bunter. They're playing halfway, or in the corners, that makes it a 3. 3 and a 7 should be a good bunt. Let's take a look at the bunt chart. 3, a 1 to 12 is a good bunt. That's a 7, so it's a good bunt. The 3 on the red die is the first baseman. So he's going to bunt it to Anthony Rizzo. And Rizzo will just tag Strasburg as he comes up the line, 3 unassisted for out number 1. But now the base runners get into scoring position. For Trey Turner, who can use a big hit. He hasn't had one since he came back from injury. He could use a big one right here. Second and third, Cubs are going to play the infield back because they lead 2-0. They want to get an out. Lester, 2-4. Possible error. Go to Turner. 5-5 is a fly to right field. There will not be an error there because Bryant's a 10. That's a 17, so no error. But it is a possible sacrifice fly. That's a 1. So see if that passes the first check. And it does. It's a good sacrifice fly by Trey Turner. And Taylor will probably get third base as well. We'll see. First of all, it's a sacrifice fly by Turner. Bryant's got a +2 arm. Michael Taylor runs at a 3. That's a total of 5. So anything other than a 6, and he will make it to third base. And he does. So Taylor takes third base on that fly ball. So the run is aboard on the sacrifice fly by Trey Turner. And Michael Taylor is now at third base with 2 down for Adam Eaton. Lester 1-6 is a range play. We go to Eaton's card. 5-2 is a fly to left. We're checking the range of Schwarber. He's a 4. That's pretty good range for him. I didn't think he would have that much of a range, but I think that's kind of an overstated range. I don't think that's correct. Stratomatic has him as a 4, which the high numbers in Stratomatic are bad, whereas the high numbers on Inside Pitch are good. So that would be like the equivalent of giving him a 2 rating in Strat. So you can debate the rating on that one all you want, but we're going to play it as it lies, like they say in golf. It's a 4, so we're calling him a 4. 1-4, he makes this catch. And he does. So the inning is over. Nationals get a run on no hits, no errors, and a man left. We go to the fourth. It's Chicago 2 and Washington 1. And Strasburg back out. We'll be facing bottom of the order, Bodie, Lester, and Schwarber to start the fourth. Bodie singled his first trip. Strasburg 4-2, double question mark against a right-hander. A 1 is a single, 16 well out of range. Bodie gets the swing, 6-2. Star 3 is a ground ball to first. Kendrick puts it away unassisted. A lot of people like to put 3U or U3 on there, but ever since I've been playing, when I used to play Diamond Mine baseball back in the day, a long time ago, they always did 3G, and I've always just kept that as my scoring. So that's why it says 3G, because sometimes when I used to score games, if the run was unearned, I'd put a U there for unearned, and I didn't want to confuse myself with the U there. So that's the reason why I did that. But that's the joy of scorekeeping. Everybody's kind of got their own system, whatever works for them. And it's all good as long as you can go back to it later and recreate what happened. That's all good. Here's the pitcher, Lester. And Suadice. We'll roll that again. 3-5, and that's the ballpark card. So John Lester goes to Nationals Park. 6-6, that's a home run to the center field. He's got a 5, and that's a 1. John Lester has just hit a home run here at Nationals Park to break to give the Cubs a 3-1 lead. How do you like that? John Lester homers thanks to Nationals Park and a 1 on the D20. Strasburg can only shake his head. Here's Schwarber, 6-2, strikeout plus. He got him there. A little modicum of revenge, but damage was already done by the pitcher. Bad enough to give up a home run, but give a home run to the opposite pitcher is almost a cardinal sin. It's Chris Bryant, 2-1, strikeout plus, and he got him there too. So Strasburg a little bit angry, a little bit perturbed about giving up that home run. But damage done. Cubs now lead it 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the fourth. And the hitting star, John Lester of all people, with the home run. He's going to come back out and face the heart of the order, Rendon, Kendrick, and Soto. Here's Rendon, 2-4 possible error. 4-5 is a fly to center. The error rating of Hayward is a 4. That's a 10, so there's no error. Just a fly out to center field. And Rendon is retired. Here's Howie Kendrick. Lester, 4-4. Range play at Nationals Park. 2-2 is a ground ball to second. The range of Russell is a 3. And he gets to it, no problem. 2 down. And it sends us to Juan Soto. Lester 5-6, blank. We go to Soto's card. 1-3, star 5. That's a fly to center. And the inning's over. Another 1-2-3 inning for Lester. We go to the fifth. It's still 3-1 Cubs here at Nats Park. Sometimes I flip the book over before I put it in the computer, and then I forget what the result was. So I have to flip back just to make sure I'm right. All right, Strasburg back out. We'll face Rizzo, Baez, and Contreras. Heart of the order for the Cubs. Rizzo singled his last time up. Strasburg 4-1, strikeout plus. Boy, he's still in the rampage of these strikeouts. Hitting those strikeout pluses. That's 3 strikeouts in a row going back to last inning. Brings up Baez, who struck out both times. 6-3 is another strikeout plus. He hit it again. That's the hat trick for Baez. 2 down for Wilson Contreras. Strasburg 5-2. Another strikeout chance, but not a plus, so Contreras will get to swing this time. 3-1 he grounds to Rendon to end the inning. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Cubs. And Strasburg certainly could use it. We go to the bottom of the 5th, still 3-1 in favor of the Cubs, as the Nationals have been limited to 1 hit the entire game. I'm sorry, no hits. They haven't got any hits yet. I just noticed that. They've scored a run, but they haven't gotten a hit yet. They've received 2 walks, and a sacrifice bunt and a sacrifice fly produced the run, but no hits yet. Here's Dozier. Not to jinx anything, but just notice that. Lester to Dozier. 1-2, that's ball 1. So Lester rolls again. 3-5, that's a walk plus. And yet another walk issued by Lester, his 3rd walk of the game. Dozier attempt of 1. See if he can get a jump. He cannot. So that brings up Gomes. Lester 1-6 is a range play. They are halfway in the infield, so that would take 1 away from their range. Gomes 2-2 is a star 1, which is a ground ball to 3rd. So we got Bodie. He's a 3 range, but they're halfway, makes him a 2 range. So he needs a 1 or a 2 to get to this. And he does. How about that? Now, is it a double play? He's a 2, nothing there. Halfway makes it a 3, nothing on the pivot. 1-3 is a double play. Nope, runner is going to advance, so it's just a 5-3 ground out. Dozier does take 2nd on the play. But Bodie with a nice play prevented possible extra bases down the line. Here's Michael Taylor. Let's see, Dozier not going to try anything, so no strategy roll needed. 3-6 strikeout chance, and he gets Michael Taylor for out number 2. And that brings up Strasburg. He's got a home run on his card. Don't know if he can homer off a Lester or not. 1-2 is a possible wild pitch. That's an 8, but that's just out of range, so no wild pitch. Back to Lester again. 1-6 is a range play. Go to Strasburg. 1-1, ground ball to 3rd. We're checking Bodie again for a range. This time he keeps the full complement of a 3. And he makes the play again. So there you go. No problem there. As Bodie showing the glove for the Nationals. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. We go to the 6th. Still 3-1 Cubbies. Strasburg back out. He can face 25 batters. Right now he has faced 23, so we're on the verge of fatigue. And that'll bring up Hayward. He's 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. 4-6 range play at the ballpark. 6-2 is a ground ball to 1st. We're checking the range of Kendrick. He is a 3. And he gets to it and flips to Strasburg covering for out number 1. That'll send it to Addison Russell. 1 for 2 as well. 6-1, another range ball. Getting a lot of range plays. 5-6, ground ball to 2nd. This one's Dozier. He's only a 2. But he's able to make it. How about that? Usually he doesn't make those plays, but he did right there. So 2 up and 2 down for Bodie. He's also 1 for 2, but he's done more with his glove than his bat. 5 is a walk plus, so he will draw the 2-out walk. And that will allow them to clear Lester this inning. Although Bodie does have a 2 attempt for a steal, but nothing's happening. So Lester will swing. He homered his last time up, of all things. 6-4, though, against the lefty is an automatic out with that star line, and it is a ground ball to 2nd to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 3-1 Cubs. And top of the order due up for the Nationals. Strasburg is now tired, by the way, so we got to keep an eye on that. Lester can face 25. He has faced 18, so he's in good shape. Trey Turner to lead it off. He's 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly. Lester 5-4. And that's the ballpark card. So we're going to the ballpark card for Trey Turner. 1-2. That's a pop-up to the catcher, Contreras. One away. One down, and that brings up Adam Eaton. Fly to right and fly to left, 0 for 2. Lester 4-3. There goes the no-hitter. Split chance against a right-hander. We've got a home run chance, but against a lefty, that's a single. So in the top, with 1 out in the 6th, the Nationals get their first hit and break up the no-hitter. Adam Eaton is a 2 attempt rating. But nothing happening, and we're not having Rendon bunt, so that's out of the question. Here's Lester. 1-6 is a range play. 1-5, fly to center. Range of Hayward is only a 2. He's a 4, I believe, in right field, but in center field he drops to a 2. And he cannot get to it. Let's see if it's a double. It is. It's a double to center by Rendon. And Eaton will most likely score on this. Eaton is a 5 base running rating. Hayward, though, is a -1, drops him to a 4. And a double to center to score from first base. You add 1, that gets him back to a 5. So 1-5, and he will score. And he does. So RBI double. So not only is the no-hitter broken up, now there's the second run on the board on the RBI double by the red-hot Rendon. Cuts the lead to 3-2. Nationals back in business. Lester now trying to bear down against Howie Kendrick. 4-6 is a blank. We go to Kendrick. 6-5, he's going to fly to center. That's 2 away. Hayward is a -1. You lose 3 off the run rating. Does Rendon, trying to get to third, so he can't get there. He will just have to hold. And with 2 outs, that'll bring up Juan Soto. Lester to Soto. 2-3 is a strikeout chance. 13 is too high. Soto, 6-6, he's going to fly to center, and Hayward puts that away as well. But the Nationals get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. At the end of 6, it is Chicago 3 and the Nationals 2. And now to check on Strasburg, and one of the scariest phrases to make here in this season is we go to the Nationals bullpen. So I think they're trying to avoid that as much as possible, but eventually you're going to have no choice. Strasburg is tired. The question is, do you let him pitch tired? He can face 25 batters. He's already faced 27. If he hits a fatigue roll, he will have to come out automatically. But I think they're going to stick with him until he hits that fatigue roll, at least for 1 more inning. They're going to try to get him through 7 innings. Strasburg to Schwarber. 5-2 is a strikeout chance, and he got him. So Schwarber. I don't know where I got Schwarzer from, but Schwarber strikes out. However you pronounce it, he strikes out. Here's Chris Bryant. 1-2 is another strikeout chance, and he got him again. So Strasburg finishing with a flurry of strikeouts here. 2 down for Rizzo. 3-3, and he hit the fatigue roll, so he's got to come out. That's a single. And now he has to come out. By rule, he has to come out. So a base hit for Rizzo, a 2-out single. Takes us to Javi Baez, and now they got to figure out in the bullpen, who do they want to go to? Who is the lesser of all the evils? And it looks like it's going to be Justin Miller. So they will go to Justin Miller out of the bullpen. If he's in the bullpen, or did he go... You know what? No, he got sent down a while back. No, he's still here. Okay. I haven't used him in a while, so let's bring him out. Justin Miller will be coming on, and I'll do the numbers on Strasburg at the end of the inning. We can say that Strasburg went 6 2/3, and I can say he's given up 8 hits. Don't know about the runs yet. And we'll do the walks and strikeouts also at the end of the inning. Right now on the computer, I need to bring in Mr. Miller, see if it's Miller time or not. Justin Miller, where are you? Oh, you know what? I can't bring Justin Miller in. I didn't check the transactions like I was supposed to. He's not there anymore. They have somebody named McGowan who they brought up. I guess it's Dustin McGowan. Did I print a card for Dustin McGowan? So I should have been a little bit better prepared, I guess. Huh? I don't know if I have a Dustin McGowan card. I may have to print one. So I may have to go without Dustin McGowan in this one. Or do I have? No, Kyle McGowan. I do have McGowan's card. But boy, do you want to bring him in? Yeah, I guess we'll bring him in. Why not? So it will not be Miller. It will be McGowan, a different M. I didn't even catch. That's why I have the computer up here to keep me track of these things. Keep me on schedule where I need to be. Yeah, Justin Miller is no longer active. It's McGowan. So it is Kyle McGowan. I thought it was a Dustin McGowan that used to pitch a few years ago, but this is actually Kyle McGowan. And he will pitch to Javi Baez. He's definitely got the fresh arm. I mean, just being called up. So this is his first action to date. And let's see, runner on first, Rizzo, I think has an attempt of 1. Yes, he does. See if he can get a jump. He cannot. So McGowan to Baez. 1-6 is a strikeout chance. 10 got him. So how about that? And Baez now gets the golden sombrero with 4 strikeouts. 0 for 4 with 4 Ks. And McGowan with a nice outing there. Nice job there to get out of the jam. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning stretch time, where it is still 3-2 Cubs. We'll check on Lester. Lester can face 25, and so far, let's see, he's faced 18 and he's faced 23, so he's right on the brink of needing to come out. And the Cub bullpen is loosening. They do have activity down there. They do have right-hander Tyler Chatwood is loosening. All right, so Dozier to lead it off against Lester. 3-2 Cubs here in the bottom of the 7th. Lester 1-1 is a possible error on a throw. Dozier 2-6, fly to right, no throw to worry about, 1 away. And I forgot to do the totals on Strasburg, so I'll do that at the start of the next inning. Here's Yan Gomes. 3-2, possible error on a ground ball. 3-1, and against a lefty, that's a single to first base. So base hit. Base hit, no error on Rizzo, just a base hit. And Gomes is aboard. He's got an attempt of 1. And he's going to get an attempt of 1. And he's a 20. -2 from Lester makes him an 18. So 1-18, and Gomes steals it. And he does. How about that? A stolen base for Yan Gomes. Well, he had 2 stolen bases on the season, so you have to get him at some point. And he hasn't had a stolen base yet, I don't believe. He has not had a stolen. I don't think he's had a stolen base. Let me see here. Can't tell. He's got 1 now. So he's at second base. He is the tying run. And let's see, Lester is tired. He's faced 25 batters. He is now facing batter 26. But I think they're going to stick with him against Michael Taylor. 1-2, that's a possible wild pitch, but 20 is way too high for that, so it's just ball 1. Lester, 6-5, strikeout chance, got him. So Taylor is out on strikes, 2 down. And now we need a pinch hitter for McGowan. As McGowan came in and faced 1 batter and took care of him. But now we got a pinch hitter that needs to come up, and it's going to be, boy, tough choice. They'll go to Robles, even though he struggled. They're going to go to Victor Robles. Maybe he'll do better as a pinch hitter. As an everyday player, he was struggling big time, or has been. So Victor Robles will be the pinch hitter in this one. And they'll get a new pitcher up for the 8th inning as well. So we go to the bullpen for Victor Robles. And Robles on the replay struggling, like I said, hitting 189, 3 homers and 18 driven in. Runner at second, 2 down and here's Lester to face Robles. 5-6 is a blank. We go to Robles. 3-3. It's a single to left. So Robles, a pinch hit single. Taylor, let's see if he can score. I'm sorry, Gomes, see if he can score. Gomes is a 2. Schwarber has no arm. There are 2 outs, makes him a 3. To score on a single to left, you add 1, makes him a 4. So 1-4, and Gomes will score to tie the game. And he does. So Gomes scores, and the game is tied, and that's going to be it for John Lester. He will have to come out of there, and oops, let's fix that. I didn't do that correctly, so let's fix this correctly. And actually, the Strat computer has him tired as well. So they were definitely in sync on that one. All right, so we need to go to the bullpen for the Cubs, and it's going to be, let's see. Yep, it's going to be Tyler Chatwood, the right-hander, to come on. Chatwood on the replay is 1-0 with an ERA of an even 3, and he's got 1 save. So Chatwood is on, and he will be facing Trey Turner. And we'll do the numbers on Lester at the end of the inning. Big base hit there for Victor Robles. Ties the game at 3. And Chatwood trying to keep it that way. Let's see, Robles, his attempt, let's not forget about his steal. He's got an attempt of 5. -1 from Chatwood is a 4. So he's going to get a chance to steal. He's got a 15. +2 is a 17. Nothing from Contreras. So 1-17, and he steals it. And he does. So it's a stolen base for Robles, and he gets in scoring position with 2 down for Trey Turner. And the way Robles can run, a base hit is certainly going to be a run scored. So Chatwood has to bear down. 1-3, and he does bear down with a strikeout plus. So Chatwood took care of that to end the inning. But the Nationals tie the game on the base hit by Robles. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. And we go to the 8th inning. We are tied at 3. And now let's, before I do anything else, start doing some totals here. First of all, we have to figure out who the new pitcher is going to be for the Nationals. And it's going to be, oh, you know who else has come along, who's coming to the bullpen recently, according to the computer, is Tanner Rainey. Tanner Rainey makes his first appearance. So Tanner Rainey is active now. Tanner Rainey will make the first appearance of the season for the Nationals. So we'll be bringing in Tanner Rainey. So Rainey is your new pitcher. Now let's look at the box score and get the totals on the 2 starting pitchers, so I can finish them off and get them straightened out. First, John Lester. He goes 6 2/3. And he's going to give up 4 hits and 3 runs, all earned. He's going to walk 3 and strike out 2. And he's got a no decision. Strasburg also a no decision now, thanks to the comeback. He goes 6 2/3, gives up 8 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, and 11 strikeouts. And again, a no decision. McGowan pitched a 1/3 of an inning, struck out the only man he faced. So now Tanner Rainey is on, and he's the pitcher of record now for the Nationals. And the pitcher of the record for the Cubs right now, as it stands at the moment, is Tyler Chatwood. All right, so Rainey is aboard to pitch, and this is his season debut. All right, Wilson Contreras stepping up. 3-3 game, top of the 8th. Rainey starting things out, and Rainey will be facing Contreras. 3-2. 3-2 is a range play. We go to Contreras' card. 4-6. That's a split chance against a right-hander, ground ball to short, so the range of Turner is a 3. And he can't get it. It's a base hit for Contreras. Leadoff single for Wilson Contreras as the Cubs try to get the lead right back after surrendering it in the bottom half of the inning. Contreras now at first base. He's got an attempt of 1. 20, so that's a chance for a pickoff. 1-7 for Rainey to pick him off. Does not, so he gets back in time. Jason Hayward, the batter. Could bunt, but he's a terrible bunter, so they're going to let him swing away. Rainey, 4-2. That's a walk plus, and so Rainey now in trouble. And Dave Martinez may be singing that song, Rainy Days and Mondays are letting him down. And you wonder how long Rainey can stay in there. He's going to be facing Addison Russell, who's an excellent bunter. So they're going to have Russell bunt in this situation. First we'll have Rainey pitch. 4-1, strikeout plus. So he's regularly a 9, but you add 10, makes it a 19. You cut it in half, and you're basically down to a 10. So 15 is too high. He will not strike out. So he gets the bunt. Comes a 3 with the corners in. 3 and a 10 should be okay. 3 and a 10 is okay, and the red die being a 2 is the pitcher, Rainey. So it's sacrifice hit back to Rainey. Throws the Dozier covering first, but Hayward goes to second. Contreras goes to third on the good sacrifice. Good sacrifice. Good sacrifice by Addison Russell. Now the infield's going to have to come in against Bodie. The infield's going to have to come in. They don't have any choice. So roll for a pickoff chance. There is none. So Bodie stepping to the plate. Rainey infield in. Tied at 3 here in the 8th. 5-1. Possible error. We go to Bodie. 2-2. And against a right-hander, that's a single pass second. No error to worry about, but it's probably a 2-run single. To score from second on an S4, you need a base running rating of only 2, so definitely Hayward matches that. So it's a big 2-run single for David Bodie. Ground control to Major Tom. We got trouble here from David Bodie. It's a 2-run single, and Rainey will have to come out as he is now tired. But first, they're going to make the Cubs declare a pinch hitter first before he comes out. So let's see who the pinch hitter is going to be, and then the Cubs are going to say, "Well, if you're going to do all that, we'll bring out a switch hitter." So you can make your choices that way. So Caratini is on to pinch hit here in this spot. Bodie has an attempt of 1, but we'll see who the Nationals bring in. If they bring in somebody else, that would eliminate that. But first things first, we'll go to Caratini and bring him in. He will pinch hit for Chatwood. Chatwood now stands to be the winner of this game, if it holds the way it is. And for the Nationals, let's get their bullpen. And they're going to go to, they got a lefty after this, but their lefties are just so awful. Wow. Who do you go to? That's the question. They're going to go to Wander Suero. They don't want to, but they're defiantly going to Wander Suero. So Wander Suero is aboard to hit for Rainey, as the Rainy Day Fund did not pan out for the Nationals. All right, so it is going to be Suero. Rainey goes a third of an inning, gives up 2 hits and a walk and at least 1 run, at least 2 runs rather, and the other runner is his responsibility. Suero, Caratini, 6-5 strikeout chance, and he got him. So he strikes out the pinch hitter Caratini. Big second out there. And now that will take it to the top of the order for Kyle Schwarber. Suero, check the strategy roll. Nothing happening. Suero to Schwarber, 3-3, possible error on the throw. Go to Schwarber, 4-6, it's a fly to left to end the inning. So Suero did some fine work to get out of that mess. For the Cubs, they pick up 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors and a man left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Cubs 5 and the Nationals 3. And we need a new pitcher for the Cubs as they pinch hit for Chatwood. Chatwood goes a third of an inning. And let's see, what did he do? Struck out the only guy he faced. That was Turner. So Chatwood is out of there. And with Eaton, Rendon, let's see, they're going to go to a lefty out of the pen. Looks like it's going to be Kyle Ryan. Or it could be Montgomery. We'll see. Those are the 2 lefties. Actually, they're going to go to Kyle Ryan. Lefty Kyle Ryan is coming on. Okay, everybody, had a slight glitch in the video where I had to stop it abruptly right after announcing that Kyle Ryan was going to be the new pitcher in the game. And there he is. He's now on to pitch for the Cubbies after they take a 5-3 lead in the top of the 8th. And on the season for Kyle Ryan, he is 0-1 with a 4.70 ERA and no saves. His task is to pitch to Eaton, Rendon, Kendrick, and possibly Soto. And if he makes it past Soto and the inning's not over, they will be bringing in a right-hander to face Dozier most likely. All right, so we are ready to go. Eaton is on to face Mr. Kyle Ryan. On the 2019 season, Ryan was 4-2 with a 3.54 ERA and no saves. But he's in there to try to keep the score at 5-3 and keep the Cubs in the lead, if possible. So we shall see. Ryan facing Eaton. It's a 5-6. That's a strikeout chance. 11 is too much. Go to Eaton's card. 4-3, and against a left-hander, that's a split chance, and he's going to single. So how about that? Adam Eaton turns the tables on Joe Madden, who was playing the percentages, and Eaton said, take the percentages and stick it. As he just got a base hit to lead off the inning. His attempt is a 2. Nothing happening. So now that will send up Anthony Rendon. He is now the tying run at the plate. Rendon doubled his last time up. He's 1 for 3. Ryan to Rendon. 2-2 is a range play at Nationals Park. We go to Nationals Park. Make sure that's in view. 1-5, that's a star 5, which is a ground ball to second. Possible double play. He's a 3. Ryan adds nothing. They were halfway, makes it a 4. And then the pivot is the shortstop Baez. He's a +1, makes it a 5. So anything other than a 6, it'll be a double play. And it is. So it's going to be a 4-6-3 double play. Just what the doctor ordered if you're the Cubs, as Rendon grounds into the twin killing. 4-6-3. And now 2 quick outs for Howie Kendrick with the bases empty. Ryan to Kendrick. 1-3 is a strikeout chance. 19's too much. Kendrick is 0 for 3 in the game. 6-2, and he's going to be 0 for 4. He grounds to short. That won't help the average. For the Nationals, no runs, a hit, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the 9th. It is 5-3. Favor of the Cubs. And now the Nationals. Suero finished the inning. Let's see here. Is he going to be done? Let's see. It's Bryant, Rizzo, and Baez. Suero can face 4 batters. Let's see what he's done so far. Let's go to the box score really quickly. So I can get everything straight. He's pitched 2/3 of an inning. So you wonder whether or not they'd want to have him continue. Bullpen is always a challenge. He came in to face Caratini, so he's faced 2 batters. He can face 4. I guess they're going to let him stay in there. At least let him start the inning, see what happens. So Suero's back out. He can face 4 batters. He has faced 2 to this point, with Chris Bryant being batter number 3. So they'll give him a shot. Bullpen is loosening, however, for the Nationals, as they do have both a lefty Matt Grace and righty Kyle Barraclough. They're both loosening in the bullpen, just in case. Bryant, the batter, he is 0 for 4, and he's struck out 3 times. He's got the hat trick. Baez has got the golden sombrero. So a lot of strikeouts by the Cubs, but they lead at 5-3. They got hits when it counted. Bryant 3-2 against a right-hander. That's a walk chance. 16, though. It's going to be too much. That's a 14 plus the one's a 15, but 16's out of range. Bryant has to earn it. 1-2, and it's a hard line drive, but right at Turner for out number 1. So 1 down here in the 9th, and Steve Cishek is loosening for the Cubs to try to close it out in the 9th. And so far he'll have a 2-0 lead, or a 2-run lead to work with. Here's Rizzo. He is 2 for 4, a couple of singles. And this is Suero's 4th batter. 3-4, that's a strikeout chance, and a 1 will get him. So 2 down. And I think they're going to try to let Suero finish the inning, even though he's now fatigued. They want him to try to get through the inning. Baez, of course, the golden sombrero, 0 for 4. If he strikes out again, I don't know what they call a 5 strikeout game. Like, I don't know if it's platinum or whatever, but let's see what happens. Suero to Baez. 4-1 is a walk plus. You won't have to worry about him striking out. However, he won't walk either. That's a 5, plus the 1 is a 6. This plus makes it a 16, but that's a 17. So no walk. Baez will get the swing. 2-4, and he flies to center to end the inning. So Suero does, they do coax an extra inning out of Suero, so he's going to go an inning and 2/3 and give up nothing. Struck out 2, so much improved outing for Suero. Helps to lower that ERA a bit. Fly to center to end the inning, but now Steve Cishek is going to be coming on, I think, or they're going to let Ryan pitch to Baez. I'm sorry, to Soto. I think they're going to have Ryan pitch to Soto and then bring in Cishek. So they want the lefty against Soto. We'll see how that plays out. Sometimes closers like to start a fresh inning, but when you've got the lefty on lefty like that, and he can face 4 batters, this is batter number 4. So this will be his last batter regardless, and Cishek will be coming on after this at bat. So right now it's Ryan facing Soto, lefty on lefty. Soto is 0 for 3. Will there be any so-called 9th inning magic? 4-4, it's a single chance. He's not tired though, because this is only his 4th batter. You have to be a 5th batter to be tired. So there will not be an automatic single. Soto will have to earn it. 3-3, and he does with a double to right field. Leadoff double for Soto to start the 9th. Did you expect a 1-2-3 inning in the Nationals replay? I think not. And now Strat even says Ryan is tired, so Ryan's going to come out. He's going to go the 1 inning, 1+ inning, because he didn't get anybody out in this next inning. He's going to give up 2 hits. The runner on base is his responsibility. And now the right-hander who got the save in the previous game, Steve Cishek, is coming out to try to get another save for the Cubs, as Ryan's day is done. Have to figure the Nationals have 1 lefty on the bench, and that is Gerardo Parra, so they could go to him for a pinch hitter, potentially. So we'll see how they want to play this. Dozier is 0 for 2 with a walk, so they're going to pull Dozier back and go to Gerardo Parra, as again the wheels are turning in both dugouts between the genius Joe Madden and the pupil Dave Martinez. And with Cishek coming on, they're going to go to Gerardo Parra as a pinch hitter for Dozier. So Parra it is, and Sanchez would come into play second if it goes extra innings. So Dozier's being lifted. He's not happy about it. He wants to hit, but he's not going to get the chance. They're going to go to Gerardo Parra right here. Trying to make magic here on this one play. See what they can do. Cishek comes into this game 1-1 with a 1.21 ERA and 5 saves. Looking, of course, for save number 6, but it's going to be a tough one. He's already got the tying run at the plate, and Soto at second. Soto's not going to try to steal, but we do have a pickoff chance for Cishek. And there's no 20 there, and Parra is certainly not bunting. So here's Cishek to Parra. 6-4. Against the lefty, that's a walk plus, so by bringing in the left-hander, Dave Martinez and the Nationals draw a walk. So it's a pinch hit walk for Parra. It puts the tying runs on base with nobody out. And it brings up Yan Gomes. Yan Gomes is up. He's not a very good bunter. Normally you'd want to bunt in this situation. Unless they want to go to Sanchez to bunt. He's not a good bunter either. They could bring in a pitcher to bunt, I guess. That would certainly give away the strategy, wouldn't it? How do they want to play this? They're just going to let him swing away, I think. They're going to let Gomes swing away, I think. Or do they go to Suzuki? Tough call. Suzuki's a much better hitter. You know what? They're going to pinch hit for Gomes with Suzuki. They got to go with the best they have. They can't worry about what's going to happen later. They got to go with what they got best they have right now. They have no other lefties on the bench. That clears the bench because now Sanchez is the only bench player remaining. He's got to play second base if it goes extra innings. Suzuki would naturally stay in to catch if it goes extra innings. So Suzuki is your batter. So let's take Gomes out and bring Suzuki in. And on the replay, Suzuki is hitting .320, 4 homers and 15 driven in. So he's a much better hitter than Gomes, at least in the replay he is. And now Cishek, looking for that double play ball, roll strategy for a pickoff. There's no 20, so no pickoff there. Suzuki is susceptible to the double play. That's one of the problems bringing him in, but his average is much better. So we'll see how it plays out. Cishek, 2-3 is a strikeout plus, so it doesn't matter who you brought in. That strikeout plus was going to do him in. So a big strikeout there for Cishek. And Suzuki is gone. That brings up Michael Taylor. And Taylor is 0 for 2, a walk and 2 strikeouts. And then Sanchez is on deck to pinch hit for the pitcher, Suero. So that would mean everybody. So Sanchez would be the pinch hitter on deck. But right now, it is Michael Taylor who gets the chance. He's an excellent bunter, but there's already one out, so to kind of defeat the purpose to bunt at this point. Strategy roll. Nothing happening. Or I don't think it is. Let me check Soto and see if he can try to steal. His attempt is a 1, but you cut it in half. Yeah, there's no chance to get, no attempt there. So, all right, here we go. Cishek to Taylor. 5-4, and that's a hit by pitch chance. He's a 0, though, but he's a +10. But that's a 14, so no hit by pitch. Would have loaded the bases. Here's Taylor to swing. 2-3, question mark 7 against a, I guess, well, he's not given any kind of a split chance because he only had 88 at bats. So it's a 1-4, but that's an 11, so it's out of range, which means that's just a fly to left for out number 2. And with that fly to left, no one can advance. So that's going to send it down now to the pinch hitter, Adrian Sanchez. Last chance for the Nationals as Taylor flies out. And Cishek is 1 out away from his second save in a row. And the Cubs are 1 out away from taking the first 2 of 3 in this series. So we'll go to the pinch as Suero will be pinch hit for by Adrian Sanchez. And Sanchez, on the replay, is hitting .231, no homers and a run driven in and 13 at bats. Cishek, this is batter number 4, so he would be tired if he cannot get Sanchez. He would turn his fatigue on. Chance for a pickoff. Nothing's happening. Cishek to Sanchez. 2-2, and that's a double question mark against a right-hander. 1-9's an out, but that's an 11. So Sanchez does get the swing. 3-6, but he lines it hard right to Baez, and the ball game is over. So Cishek gets the second save in a row, and the Cubbies defeat the Nationals to take the first 2 games of this series. This one by the final score of 5-3. And I will do the totals in a minute. In the 9th for the Nationals, no runs, a hit, no errors, and 2 left. Cishek goes an inning, gives up 1 hit. Actually, no hits. That hit was given up by Ryan. So it's no hits. He did walk a batter, and he struck out a batter. So the bullpen for the Cubs did very well. 2 1/3 shutout innings of relief, and allowed them to score the 2 runs in the 8th inning to win it. So let's go to our totals for the ball game. Winning pitcher is Tyler Chatwood, who is 2-0. So Chatwood gets the win. And taking the loss is Tanner Rainey. In his first game of the season, he takes the loss. He's 0-1. And Cishek with his 6th save. So for the totals, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. For the Cubs, they left on 8. For the Nationals, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. And they left on 6. Cubs improved to 26-17. Nationals dropped to 26-19. And now they're only 2 games ahead of the Braves in the Eastern Division of the National League. 2 games ahead of the Braves, 2.5 ahead of Philadelphia, and 3 ahead of the Mets. So starting to tighten things up here in the NL East. And we look forward to the final game of the homestand, final game of the 3-game series. It'll be Kyle Hendricks for the Cubs against Jeremy Hellickson for the Nationals. And then after this game, the Nationals will hit the road up to New York to take on the Mets. So they really would like to not lose 3 in a row and be swept and have to go to New York. So big game coming up for Hellickson and the Nationals. That's going to do it from here. Again, final score, Cubs 5, Nationals 3, Chatwood the winner, Rainey the loser, Cishek the save. Until next time, hope you enjoyed that presentation of Inside Pitch and enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it.